This is Airpro, a new form of HVAC. Airpro is more than just a new brand and a new product. It's a new service for providing HVAC. With the new HVAC service comes a fresh way for JCI to package and sell HVAC direct to contractors in an over-the-counter model. A new way for contractors to sell, service, and train in HVAC, and a revolutionized way for homeowners to buy, maintain, and repair their home HVAC systems. Robert is a young contractor building his reputation in his local community. Incited and intrigued by the dynamic look and feel of the new Airpro brand, he decides to pay a visit to the distributor nearby. Robert may be young and relatively inexperienced, but he is greeted with enthusiasm and respect upon entering the Airpro. One of the store's dedicated Airpro technicians walks him over to a free training course where contractors are learning about the new Airpro HVAC unit as well as problem-solving skills to help in the field. Robert is confident in the information he is learning. He is surprised to find an engineer talking to fellow contractors about their experience with Airpro and his enthusiasm to help improve the product. Robert is curious to learn more about the technician and takes him to the main help desk to create a contractor profile on Airpro's site and mobile application. Soon into the Airpro contractor program, and thus begins his journey with Airpro. Sarah and her husband recently purchased their first home. HVAC is something she never thinks about. Due to her past experiences with unprofessional contractors found in her local yellow pages, she feels uncomfortable with them in her home and taken advantage of due to what she thinks is absurd pricing. Fed up with these experiences, she decides she needs a change. And after seeing and hearing about Airpro, in-home magazines and online, she decides to look into getting a unit for her new house and schedules an appointment with an Airpro-enabled contractor in her area. Sarah is surprised when Robert arrives exactly on time. He is well-dressed and extremely polite and professional. He asks her to enter and assist the unit. He quickly walks around the house using an iPad app to speed his assessment. He calculates load and then proceeds to sit down with Sarah, using the app to clearly explain the problem and the solutions he has implemented. He helps her create a user profile before he leaves to the house to make any future visits much easier. He hands Sarah a profile creation sheet with a username and password so she can sign up on her device or on her computer to verify the information and options Robert has given her. Sarah's husband arrives home later that evening as she sits down with him to discuss the Airpro visit and chooses a system together. Robert calls them back to confirm the choices they have made and schedule an installation date. 2 months go by and Sarah receives a package from her Airpro with a free filter and reminder to maintain her system to ensure its longevity. A few months later, Sarah notices a warning light on her thermostat, letting her know that there's a problem. Sarah calls Robert informing him of the issue. She is able to easily tell Robert the problem due to the code displayed on the thermostat's front plate. From the code, Robert immediately knows what the issue she is having. Since Robert is familiar with the error code Sarah experienced, he stops by the local distributor where he has pre-ordered a few possible parts. With Robert's RFID identification card, he simply needs to walk into the store to pick up the parts, grab coffee, and leave without having to deal with checking out. He knows that he can verify pricing and check his tab on the go from the Airpro application on his iPad. Robert is fully equipped to help one of his loyal clients. Sarah is relieved that Robert arrived so quickly. Since their last visit, he has become a fully certified Airpro active contractor, which Airpro actively advertises in his services with no additional charge to Robert. He gets right to work assessing the system. He runs into a problem and looks into his iPad application to help aid him resolving the issue. He re-enters the house and uses his iPad to clearly explain the repairs and ensuing costs to Sarah. Airpro provides the tools every contractor needs to be more productive and the training that makes a difference in their lives. By making a job simpler and more efficient, it keeps them ahead of the game. Airpro is the simple, comfortable solution every homeowner wants. Its unbeatable service allows the customer to enjoy the important things in life.